Boom. What up? I got some new Riven tips and tricks you can do in the top lane. Once you learn these tips, you'll realize that you should just quit Riven and play Udyr instead.
I got the 8-pack!
With 3 abilities on Q, Riven is extremely strong level 1. Yeah, even against Renekton or Darius, champions who destroy Riven, she can win those at level 1. And getting a lead this early will make the lane phase way smoother. That's why we run aggressive setups like Ignite to push early game advantage. When talking about trading, you should already be trying to find good trades before lane even starts. We want to look to cheese because Riven is a champion who can punish if she gets any kind of lead. Invade level 1 and try to get info on where the jungler is starting. Just drop a ward on their buff. You can 3rd Q over Baron Wall to get a sneak angle into their jungle. One trick you can do is stand in the far bush level 1 to see if they walk up to you. Here you can try to chunk them or remove their boner plating. Some champs who are super weak level 1 would never walk up to that bush, so they might stand in tri-bush. You can check if they're in tri-bush by abusing Fog of War and walking up against the wall. This way they don't have enough time to react to you because you're already right next to them. But sometimes they're not going to be standing in tri-bush and instead they're leashing, so you could stay in the tri-bush and wait for them to walk up. But if they have a huge brain, they'll know that you're gonna do this, so you can hide in the bush behind tower. It's all a mind game and you can try to predict how safe they're gonna take their pathing. But you really have to do all of this because getting a health advantage this early is huge, because then you could zone them from the first 3 minions of EXP and the game is blown wide open. This is a powerful trick you can use against champions who have weak early game.
You're gay!
Another trick you can do is the level 1 late invade. To do this, you need a perfect setup, like if you're against a weak level 1 top and jungler, you can simply walk up and try to kill the jungler. They might flash and have to recall, or you just kill them. Either way, the game is blown wide open, because you're delaying the enemy jungler's clear and you're giving your own jungler a lead. Riven can kill wards level 1. Because Riven's Q acts as an auto attack reset, you can use Q combo to kill the ward solo. Yeah, and wards give you just enough XP so you can get level 2 faster. The game is blown wide open. Here's a trick that David does.
So they're playing Udyr top lane today.
So David hides the Q animation by stepping into the bush. This way the enemy has no idea that you're already starting your Q cooldown. Then you just walk in and hit them with a surprise knockup. The game is blown wide open. Here's another Fog of War trick. You can use the alcove to get into the 3rd bush. You can get right next to them and they won't even see it. As long as the minions aren't in direct vision of the alcove, they can never see you. That's how I managed to get a cheese kill on this idiot Varus top player. Notice how I put in 3 autos before I start my combo? The 3 autos are there to stack Conqueror so that my combo's way stronger. If I didn't stack my Conqueror, I would have died here. Keep in mind that Ignite actually grants a stack of Conqueror. You can use it to keep your Conqueror stacks up when it's about to run out and find a window to re-engage thanks to Nimbus Cloak. And Nimbus Cloak move speed can allow you to run with the enemy so you can just auto them and build those Conqueror stacks. So if you're wondering why you're not doing damage, it's cause you're not stacking Conqueror. That's why Aphelios is always talking about some Conqueror stacks, those fucking Conqueror stacks.
Conqueror stacks, well then you one-shot your opponent.
Ignited to keep my 12 Conqueror.
When you're going all in at level 1, you can spread out your Qs to stay on the enemy and keep autoing them down until they die. Basically, you're doing Q auto auto, Q auto auto, Q. This saves your most important Q, the 3rd one, till the very last second, and you may force them to flash. You're not going to have the damage to kill with just a regular Q combo. That's why we auto them down and use Qs for movement. It helps out against enemies with mobility. Almost everyone will dodge a 3rd Q when you're about to kill them. But gods like Viper can predict this and they'll use flash first, then 3rd Q. But yeah, this move is a masterpiece. I taught him that move, by the way. Good job, Viper. Here's a different trick when you're in a close fight and you're 1 HP. You flash away and then 3rd Q back in and hit the knockup. This is called the box special. I taught him that move too. But watch out for the mysterious Q bug that makes you Q backwards. When short trading, a general rule is don't start with your E. Use E to disengage instead. It's better to use the shield to block damage, that's why we structure our short trade combos like this. Q extending is the best way to set up kills. By using E 3rd Q on an enemy, it tricks them into fighting you. But little do they know that your Q is coming back up, so you hit a full combo on them and just kill them. So yeah, some simple, very simple Riven tips and tricks.
Just remember when you do these tricks in game, don't forget to pick the Bob's Burgers Udyr skin when you decide to quit Riven and play Udyr instead.
Not with the ER.
Later.
No, later.
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 Exactly.
Later. Later.
Bitches,
Later.
motherfucker!